Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
They don't know the truth.
I do. That's a lot of protein. And ooh-wee, the farts are just beautiful. You should wonder what happens when it loses air pressure very, very quickly, and if you're under it. Do you think he ducked? This is yours. Here we go again. Pay $5 and win this truck. Isn't this one Monster Max? Why would he be giving it away? Nobody's really seen it, let alone how hard it is to move it. If you paid this guy $5, you're a fool. Just think, if everybody paid $5 to this guy and you didn't get nothing for some fake account, like $5 donations, maybe I should do the same thing, but not give anything away.
Like and spinning tires, Walter?
Oh yeah, baby. Look at this old Charger. Look how mint it is. I heard a pop and he deflated. I think he farted, dude. And he lost all that weight. If you want to lose weight, just fart. I might never get that big butt. Look at the size. Pretty big. Unless it's the chest hair. Oh, not me. Look at the size. Figures. Oh, I forgot to hit the brakes. Owner operator fail. Or it's a vehicle fail. Gotta learn how to hold it and fold it. And not crash into the back of somebody. Holy crap, that is fast for running. Props, dude, you are fast. You say? Huh? You? Think he got the hint? He can't even talk. Doesn't that sound kind of racist?
Listen, the guy over here that they get whacked. I don't think I can handle them all. I'll be right here. Want to see me take some action? Attention all units. Emergency on the air level. Suspect 6'2", brown hair. White, side, medic, on the earth.
Alright, you guys know me, so this is how we do this. I'm gonna do an air down and then an air up. They're ARB air steps too. It's probably as low as I'd like it. Like 2 minutes or less per tire. If you like square bodies and rock crawling, click the cut from and go subscribe to them. It's nice for us all to know that you had a butt plug in for 2 weeks. It's nice for us all to know that you had a butt plug in for 2 weeks.
You just can't be great. That's why I love it. It gets me nicely stuff. It's affordable, convenient. Most importantly, it's legal. So for all you baby boomers out there who think this is illegal, guess what? It's not. So if you want to get it blazed legally, click on the link below. I really do like it. I'm not bullshitting. I really do like this stuff. I definitely want more of this.
They got new stock on their back. That's what they got this stuff is.
When your kids and your wife don't wash the dishes, that's how you gotta eat. I think the guy crapped his pants. He crapped his pants because he was in a big hurry to get out of there. That's what happens when you eat Taco Bell.
You're out in the county. You had it coming. Quit blocking the roads with your bikes. We don't care if your wiener stopped working and your butthole fell out. Stop riding your bike out here on the county in the middle of the road. Take it to the bike trail. Take it to a sidewalk. If there ain't no sidewalk and there ain't no mark for a bike, quit riding out here in the middle of the road.
After you take the kingpin lock off, it is covered with grease, and you need to make sure it won't mess ever.
I just happen to have your answer. It's called a rag. You fold it up around it. Then you can put it in your toolbox. That's how I keep my wheel bearings clean when I do wheel bearings. Old Komatsu dozer. It's kind of a learning lesson here. Lower the blade when you get to the top of the ramp so you can continue to proceed. Then tighten up them damn tracks. Old Komatsu dozer. It's kind of a learning lesson here. Lower the blade when you get to the top of the ramp so you can continue to proceed. Then tighten up them damn tracks. On the next episode of Whistling Diesel, he jumps a car off a cliff. I had it worse plowing. Try hitting one of the parking stops in a Walmart parking lot when you can't see it, with the skid steer with a windshield. Whap!
I don't like when someone drives a huge forklift on my trailer, but they told me that.
Quit trucking. Is it your trailer or is it your company's trailer? It's not up to you. Stop shipping.
What happens when you think Better Tacoma is a boat? Oh shit, this one.
I'm betting if you had more lift and some super swampers, you wouldn't get stuck.
What happens when you think Better Tacoma is a boat? Oh shit, this one.
I'm betting if you had more lift and some super swampers, you wouldn't get stuck.
Why this soap brand was created for men. Jack Haldro founded Dr. Squatch in 2013. Jack suffered from psoriasis and found that most commercial soaps irritated his skin. After researching alternative products, he started creating soaps using only natural ingredients. Ingredients like essential oils, shea butter, sea salt, kaolin clay. The cold processed soaps made Jack's skin look and feel better than ever. And when infused with all the manly fragrances nature has to offer, Jack's soap started smelling better than regular store-bought brands. Jack realized that most guys aren't aware of the benefits of natural products, and that it was difficult for guys to even find natural products where they lived. So he created Dr. Squatch to sell high-quality natural soaps across America. Dr. Squatch continues his mission to inspire everyday men to be healthier and happier.
Oh, that's gonna hurt people's feelings. Oh no, not the old Ford. Well, maybe. You know what I mean? Those are kind of getting hard to find. But oh well, it's a Ford. Okay, I've seen this one multiple different times. You gotta see the whole version of it. The way everybody runs up when his pants fly off and record his pecker. What the hell's wrong with you people? They'd be like, dude, look at the stick, look at the stick.
Burblife was still spinning in neutral, and to me that says it's not disengaged from a gear.
I gotta say something about this one. Understand he's a record driver. He's not a mechanic. If you're blocking the highway, then his job is to move you off the highway. It'd also be why you pay for a mechanic. I like bikes, but there is a fact on this one. If you're driving slow in front of a truck with a heavy load on it, don't. Weight versus gravity. Weight will actually shove that truck down the road when it's braking.
What he is doing is...
Listen here, Beetlejuice's mom. You wanted to defund the police. Your city is the way it is because of you. You can take in some migrants. Texas can't take care of them all. Shame on you. This is what happens when Fords fight. Just think of the owners. They're probably pushing them home. You don't need to cry. Just sell the truck. All problem solved. Built Ford tough. Come on, everybody, crowd around it. It's gonna blow up. Built Ford tough. Come on, everybody, crowd around it. It's gonna blow up. Guess what? That charter scat pack didn't mean shit. It didn't get away, and it got impounded. And usually when that happens, your vehicle becomes part of the state's property.
Inside, a coyote chasing the chihuahua in the backyard, chomping down.
I got just the thing that you're gonna need to save your little dog. You need a Rottweiler. See, the Rottweiler will keep the little dog safe. Imagine when your opponent does that to you on the first round. All I gotta say is, he did it to be fair because he had more car. Time for an LS. Imagine when your opponent does that to you on the first round. All I gotta say is, he did it to be fair because he had more car. Time for an LS. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. That's a hell of a bike.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires. You're right, I don't even own a van, let alone let a prostitute back there to blow dry her cooter off. Wonder how the whiplash is. Looks pretty goddamn fun, but I ain't doing it with my truck. I'll do it with yours. Wonder how the whiplash is. Looks pretty goddamn fun, but I ain't doing it with my truck. I'll do it with yours. Now that's pretty genius. Now, electric car stations, the charge stations, the gas station actually not going to have a attendant, they'll have vending machines, so you'll have free drinks. Now that's pretty genius. Now, electric car stations, the charge stations, the gas station actually not going to have a attendant, they'll have vending machines, so you'll have free drinks. that's why biker clubs don't let you ride their bike. And that's why biker clubs don't let you ride their bike.
That's my dad's company. He just wants to drop them in like the grass.
Dude, you can put that in my yard. I don't care. But hell, mark down the address. Let's protest the front of that house in that yard. Hey man, I feel you. It's happened to me too many times. And if I don't do what she says, I have to sit outside for days or live out of my truck. How about Giant Goliath? She got him pretty good there. He just doesn't care. I don't care. You're mad. Somebody making me mad. Alright, this is gonna be my dinner. This is a Cheap Jack's pizza. Pepperoni and sausage. I added shredded cheese, cut thin summer sausage, and jalapenos, and that's what it looks like finished, and it is really good because it's just eating that now. If you're gonna comment something negative, please understand that I'm the moderator. If you're gonna tell me, oh, not recommending, guess what? Comment removed. If it's seriously negative, comment removed. Blocked. Don't call me a meth head. I ain't on drugs. How are you gonna judge somebody because they're poor? You know what I mean? I'm a redneck. I ain't no meth head. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Just because I don't look beautiful, you know what I mean? Just because I didn't brush my hair, just because I didn't shave, just because I drive a square body doesn't mean I'm a damn meth head. If I can own these dogs, I'm not on meth. If I can buy this swing set, I'm not on meth. If I can buy this trampoline, I'm not on meth. I certainly didn't steal it. You know what I mean? Have you seen me smoking meth? No, you haven't. I don't do drugs. I don't even fucking drink. If I can put all this time and effort into this truck, I ain't on no meth.
You gotta do that one more time, though. Yeah, you gotta do that one more.
2 miles left. Can we do it? Gotta keep her in electric. That's not a gas tank, though. Electricity in a gas tank. Battery life. Full battery in the gas tank. How well did that thing run after you filled it all up with water like that? What kept all the water from getting it in the heads? I sing that song. You want the bamba? Come on, you can't drift and you gotta get the cops after you. Guess what? They impounded your car. You probably had to pay one hell of an impound and sit in jail. I know water's hard to come by nowadays. You gotta drink your own pee. Sorry, bub. I bet you she was hoping the monster would actually get her. I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. That's kind of small. Is that all you can fit in there? Stop looking at it, Burger. God.
Mommy is just so sick and tired.
Yeah, it's me again. Sorry. It's Stop looking at it, Burger. There's two problems with this. Why is the dude putting the lug nuts on? And, why not lower the lift? Well,
Well, then, we all know why that's on here. Stop looking at it, pervert. When the trucker doesn't want to pay the prostitution fee. When the trucker doesn't want to pay the prostitution fee. When you post stuff like that, don't expect to not get beat up.
Yes, bro. Look, you, I ain't gonna shoot all your friends.
Blue Chew commercial gone wrong. Guy's got ninja skills. Fucking A. Props, man, props. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's how they make pulled pork here in Arkansas. He keeps that up, he's gonna end young. Somebody forgot to tell their wife, hey, don't stand there. If it breaks, it's gonna knock you on your ass. I already know what the dog is thinking. Go ahead, do it. Remember, you wouldn't let me hump your leg. See, we got front shocks now. That's how I'm gonna run them, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna paint them though. Sand them out, paint them. They're like brand new. That would be passenger side. One side's probably done. Overkill with a lot of weld. So I gotta do this side. Then clean it up with the grinder. So, bras. I'll keep saying it. Dude, bra. If you know how to speak English, right? A bra, I don't even know what the fuck a bra is. Is that something that a woman wears? This is what happens one of the last times I tried to cut the nails. She yanks her foot, and this is the foot that has cancer on it. And because she yanks that foot as I'm cutting it and pushes forward on it, it slips across this here nail cutting tool. And as you're putting pressure and cutting it, it cuts it right off at the toe. So I don't understand why you guys try to throw hissy fits about something. Stop being man Karens. Stop being Karens altogether. And understand, you know what I mean? There's sometimes people don't do things for a reason. Now I gotta sit here and deal with an injured dog because of ya. So stop. Don't say nothing at all.
Hey, I just fucked up. Call me back. Hey, I just fucked up. Call me back.
Hopefully it don't keep raining all day because I was planning on doing shocks. Yeah, I like it already. Back there. That definitely worked out with it. There. Oh, it took me a little bit because it was raining, but I literally went outside and started grinding away rivets in the rain. So if anybody decides to do this, I literally have to show you this. This bolt you can't grind. You literally have to drill it. You smack it with the chisel, and then you start a small bit. You drill into it, flush with it. Then you get bigger, and then it'll eventually take the head off when you get to a bigger, like a 7/16 bit. That's what I use, and I'll just bust off the head of the rivet.
Then here, this is the passenger side. Your gas line bolt that sticks out like this one, like that, you have to grind it flush. So if you do it, and these right here, these hangers are for a 77 3/4 ton long wheelbase 4x4 truck. There. It took me a little bit because it was raining, but I literally went outside and started grinding away rivets in the rain. So if anybody decides to do this, I literally have to show you this. This bolt you can't grind. You literally have to drill it. You smack it with the chisel, and then you start a small bit. You drill into it, flush with it. Then you get bigger, and then it'll eventually take the head off when you get to a bigger, like a 7/16 bit. That's what I use, and it'll just bust off the head of the rivet. Then here, this is the passenger side. Your gas line bolt that sticks out like this one, like that, you have to grind it flush. So if you do it, and these right here, these hangers are for a 77 3/4 ton long wheelbase 4x4 truck. What we have here is buns. When you're hungry, just throw the chicken patties in there. Yes, they're cheap, spicy chicken patties. Pepper jack cheese, jalapenos and this stuff. Yeah. Thank you everybody for the views. There's record number again. So I'm not gonna say the record until tomorrow because it hasn't even been a whole week, but thanks for the views, thanks for the likes, thanks for watching my stuff. Appreciate it.
Bet I had you saying, oh, the girls wanna ride and tear stuff up. I'ma do my jacked up truck, get stuck, wanna ride. Let your hair down, till you wanna redneck, don't be scared. Oh, the girls wanna ride.
What are you doing, making some Hunter Bidens? Yeah, I would run away too. Okay. Move this back here. This is the only place I can really jack it up to start removing suspension parts on the back. I don't need it rolling back on me since I don't have a front drive shaft. That's your daytime shot of this. If I move my axle forward, I believe I won't have to modify anything, and I gotta have a drive shaft made anyway, so I'm probably gonna just take it all apart again and move my axle inch forward with that 0 rate. Passenger side. See how sneaky my dog? Zena thinks she's sneaking way out of there. She's the only one that has no responsibilities. Okay? Well, Bigfoot. You catch a bug for me? If anybody was wondering, we can go live, and I just did a live with just me and my dogs, and brief explanation in live about the rear end of this truck. So, go check. You gotta go potty? Come here, come here. You gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. You gotta go potty? Speak. Speak. You gotta go, gotta go. Where do you gotta go potty? See, like I said, you can see very well in the dark. You can see somebody. Big scary old lady. This is my old lady right here. My oldest of the three.
You tell him, Blythe. You tell him.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this on both pages. If you're gonna follow me home and flick your lights and stuff at me during the day, at least stop and talk to me. You know what I mean? Don't just drive off to figure out where I live.
Tell him, Bly. Tell him. You tell him. The bad guys? This is how I lifted the back of my truck with lift logs. What we have here is the poor man's lift kit. So we're going to take those and install them real quick. So they say to throw them under your truck. I don't see how that lifted my truck, but whatever. They're lifting it. They're under there. His air and tires up. Let's talk construction contracting jobs real quick. When you're in a trade, say drywall, and your boss's family, they intend to think they got you by the balls by not paying you. Owes me about $2,000. Okay, let's just put it this way. And when I say that, they know they're doing it because they don't want to hire anybody else because they're not going to be able to get away with it because I'm family. They can get away with it. Not this time. And when I say he has a problem with paying me, he has a problem with what I spend that money on that he pays me for. Labor's not free. And he thinks that labor that I do for him is free. If you can't pay me, why keep coming back and asking for my help? When you can't even fix your own work vehicle, and I've been fixing it for you, and I should charge you for doing it. That shit ain't free. So, 2 leaves that I said that I put in the back here that were said to be, that came out of these leaves, are indeed going back under that because those are really soft. And I want them the way they are factory. It's raining outside, so I gotta wait. And hopefully it stops so I can get the other side done today, but yeah. Rain is a delay. Gee, a bit squatted in the back though. Gonna have to fix that. Mobile mansion. Homeless living in a car bathroom. What it's like using that bathroom. Your neighbors might yell over to you. Hey neighbor, what are you doing over there? Taking a dump. I'm homeless now. Wife kicked me out. Taking a dump. This beast right here is the homeless man mobile mansion right here. So when you're homeless living in a car, you gotta think, how much millions am I gonna save? I have no expenses. Because I'm a cheapskate. I wanna live in my car and not pay rent. You better check this out. You're gonna save millions. This right here is the mobile mansion's bathroom. You can see it is partially filled up. And you might ask yourself, well, you're living in a vehicle, you're gonna have to poop. So this is the bathroom. So about this is two maybe three purposes. If you want to wash your hands, you could always just use that ratchet strap, swing it around, and dump the water out when it's got the poo-poo in it. If you want to wash your hands, you just dump it out and put new water in it and wash your hands. If you want to brush your teeth. You'll never believe this. My wife got pissed off at me, so she says, well, because I said, too bad it's raining outside. I was going to go outside and wax Barb's ass. And she says, why don't you go sleep at her house? So now I'm homeless, sleeping in my truck. See, it's hot at her house and it's raining. Okay, this is not truck related. This is men when they're hungry. I like hot stuff. I like hot food. So these are my brats from yesterday, leftover ones. Look at all the jalapenos. Okay, what we have on here is Chipotle Taco Bell sauce that you can buy at the store. Lots of jalapenos with relish. A little bit ketchup, a little bit mustard. And yeah, that's what it takes to make the big poops. And there we have it. Tire will be aired up. Just like that. That's about 2 minutes, maybe.
let it get a little extra air in it. Don't blow up in my face.
If you're wondering why this gas cannon's here, I'm gonna better explain it because I posted an earlier short and the sound got a little glitchy on me. So I gotta walk actually over here just to explain this. So anyway, you see the gas cannon, you might be wondering why that's there. Well, because Brandon likes high dollar gas taxes. Now you got crackheads that like to steal gas, so I already called the guy out because my neighbor figured out they were stealing gas from him, and I thought because they were friends that they gave him gas, so I told him, like, no, I actually seen him take it because I thought you gave him gas. So he siphoned their gas out, I called him out on it, so now I keep a can full of water there, and crackheads and anybody that'll steal gas won't think that water is in a gas can, so they'll just dump it in their vehicle. Kind of funny, me, huh? On a simple tech note, these hooks that everybody thinks are so cool, they're really weak. You can see the weak point. And the power of this truck actually, it does not line up with that when it's bent. So, these are garbage. That's a good one. Barely. That's pretty okay incline. It gets worse as it goes down, but I did check. There definitely is a water pipe leak. Is it green? I can't see where I'm going. Now that's a good push. Think he said see you later?
A man walks up to somebody's door. He has toilet paper in his hand.
Real story was the guy had a Joe Biden sign in the yard. So why not? That's what you need to do. So if you got a pinch of loaf and they got a Joe Biden sign in the yard, why not? If you're wondering what that tool's called, it's called a cheetah. This only reminds me of something I seen. Don't go by goats, especially if you're an expert at doing what they're doing. Big bad male goat, the one that protects all the other goats. Don't let these women go by the big bad goat. That's not a squirt gun.
Somebody just decided to break his window and,
When you're worried about somebody else's car and smashing their window and taking their fender and touching it, just remember you left your fingerprints all over it. The cops will be looking for you. Second of all, Miami. If you're not familiar why some cars might just sit there, because some people are deployed in the military, naval fleet, and the Air Force. Don't be fucking with their cars. So if it sits there for a long time, just remember, that might be a veteran that you're fucking with.
It's terrible. Can I get your thoughts on this imagery? Yeah, it looks like Hitler. I'm showing people this.
True story. When he came out with that speech, he does look like Hitler, because Hitler did the same exact thing. Don't believe me? Look it up. Wonder who looks like racist now. When he jumped in somebody's trunk looking for a free ride, I said, hey, get out of my trunk. Junk in the trunk. How fun would it be to do donuts in this thing when it doesn't have a sound? Meaning electric power taking over. Democrats don't want us to have fun.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
This one's for my Little Rock pilot buddy. Thanks for convincing me on that ARB air compressor. Next time you do a flyby, I want to see this. In case you didn't go look, a video up on playlists. Me welding with this welder. You didn't watch it, go suck yourself off. The thing with the tracks. That's what I would call it. That is one badass crew cab. Can't go wrong having tracks. Those are man tracks. Don't let your girlfriend find that. Or your wife, your grandmother, your sister, or your brother. It might get misused for something else. Thank you for cleaning that up. I would have slipped in that. This guy tries to show the amount of skills he has, but wouldn't you think it would have been a lot easier with a smaller bit? Or hiring a laborer?
I serve out my jail sentence for scamming the scrapyard. I decided to do it one more time, but with it.
This idiot's literally gonna put cement on the back of his truck and try to bring it into a scrapyard, knowingly and willingly posting it on YouTube. Like that's some kind of hack or something. It's not. You get caught doing it, guess what? You don't get paid. Oh, what will they come up with next? A tiny drone that can fly up your asshole. It'd be how the government spies on you. Oh, looks like there's corn in there.
I wrote this song about two of the girls in this car. One of them cheated on.
You want to know what else?
Looking for a cover.
It's supposed to be Kristen Stewart. What a zombie looks like. Probably on those drugs that you see out of Philadelphia. This is what happens to your grass when somebody says they know how to operate the machine, but they really don't. Like, hey, fuck your grass. Left stick makes it swing, pal. It's also how you trick the wife into getting TV.
It's so stylish.
Oh, the video game console player. Gamer tag's probably Jesus. This is what a camper player actually looks like. Or a gamer tag that has purple in it. Or named after a furry character. That's millions and millions and millions of hours of playing Rust.
I added someone random and sent them this. Wow.
See, your mom wasn't joking when she said to clean the room. She was just pretending to play that game. I don't know what you put in the furniture legs, but if you thought that was a good idea, it doesn't look like it's stopping the dog, and what if it eats it? Think before you do. Fuck your furniture. That's an animal. That's your pet.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Go off to the water.
But you think I ordered so many waters, I was gonna do that to you on purpose? How you unload the rich guy's new Bayview windows. Did you unload the windows? Did you unload my glass windows? Yeah, they're in the driveway.
Let's do it correct this time. Go, boom, hey, down, in, what?
Kids are looking at their mom like, you got a wiener too? Dad never told us that. He's the one who taught us to use the bathroom. Just think, dirty, sweaty old feet were on that thing and they're putting that crap in their mouth. You guys want to do that off my toilet seat? Go ahead. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something. This is what a professional AT&T installer does. But I can't get internet, but this guy over here can. You ready for it? Okay. There's the one mistake right there. This one used to just be laid across our driveway. Run across my landlord's property over to that guy's house. We can't get the internet. Now, second of all, puts in another cable. See it just dangling across the driveway in the way? My roof of my truck hits it. It just dangles and goes over to there. No pole, no nothing. Oh, wait until you see the next bad part. This just lays on the ground, it's not on the pole. See this water? See this cable? See that dent on our water pipe? And it all has to run over to that guy's property. Kind of bullshit. I fixed the pipes here. Did they say anything about breaking it? No. But glad that guy gets internet. So if you're poor like me and can't afford brand new Super Swamper tires for your ride, you might just have to air it up. Because YouTube doesn't like to push my stuff up. Because I'm forced to live in the shitbox. Wish I could be rich like some of these people that were already born rich on YouTube. Because I'm poor. Got air up tires. What's up, YouTube? Keeping the rich rich and the poor poor? Who's all tired of that motto? Keeping the rich rich and the poor poor. Gonna continue this tire up, I guess. Kind of joke, you get like 100,000 views multiple days in a row, and then they takes things away from you so you can't even get views. So if you're poor like me and can't afford brand new Super Swamper tires for your ride, you might just have to air it up. Because YouTube doesn't like to push my stuff up. Because I'm forced to live in the shitbox. Wish I could be rich like some of these people that were already born rich on YouTube. Because I'm poor. Got air up tires. What's up, YouTube? Keeping the rich rich and the poor poor? Who's all tired of that motto? Keeping the rich rich and the poor poor? Gonna continue this tire up, I guess. Kind of joke, you get like 100,000 views multiple days in a row, and then they takes things away from you so you can't even get views. I asked YouTube recently about the cuts from. We're going to find out if they get back to me or not. They took it away and then they gave it back to me, and they took it away and they gave it back to me. There's really no reason why they took it away in the first place. Facebook is at it again. There's a midterm election coming up, and what they do is they normally restrict accounts so the correct information can't get out. They do that so they can spread their disinformation. Mark Zuckerberg has came out before and said that they knowingly, willingly spread disinformation. Finding ways to block your account on Facebook is the way they handle their solutions. If anybody remembers that Facebook was going bankrupt a couple months back, they will do anything for money, including spread disinformation all over their platform. So however, whenever, using whatever, Mark Zuckerberg is going to do whatever he needs to do to make $1, including spreading disinformation or using his big Zuckerberg. Don't believe a word Facebook or Zuckerberg says, because he probably lied to his investors as well. All right, YouTube has changed its rules. Under playlists, over 1,000 views, I have a playlist just for those shorts. I need 10 million views. Go to the playlist and watch all the and if you really want to help, go to the search bar and search Lifted Burblife. Then go back to your business. Playlists, over 1,000 views. Check it out. I also have one with low amount of views. I also have playlist with just the videos. Go check it out. Let's talk about Facebook and their hypocritical community guideline strikes they pull against you, where they go back on your timeline and look for ways to restrict you because Facebook had a problem with something you posted and not something your friends had a problem with or the public had a problem with. Zuckerberg can get away with knowingly, willingly coming out the box and telling everybody they spread disinformation all over Facebook. At the same time, you're not allowed to joke with your friend because Facebook had a problem with it, and they will restrict you for 30 days for something that they had a problem with.
Facebook is failing the way MySpace failed. How this guy can bring in investors and lie to them when they're going broke.
Okay. This is the Burblife kid who played Minecraft. Until she has to go to sleep. Or go to bed, I should say. And let's see if we can get it. What's that? That's a vibe. Let's see what it looks like on that. Okay, yours. And we'll get wait for the next one. Look at the difference. That's bullshit, ain't it?
Yeah.
It comes in so fucking good like that when you're looking at it and then maybe we flip it around. Yeah. Hey, get out of there. Well, maybe because we moved it back, we tried that too, right? Did that change it? Did I put it big in the center? That's not it. It's not what I'm trying to do. Good.
nights are just beautiful. You should wonder what happens when it loses air pressure very, very quickly, and if you're under it. Do you think he ducked? Guess is yours. Here we go again. Pay $5 and win this truck. Isn't this one Monster Max? Why would he be giving that away? Nobody's really seen it, let alone how hard it is to move it. If you paid this guy $5, you're a fool. I might never get that big, but look at the size. Figures. Oh, I forgot to hit the brakes. Owner-operator fail. Or it's a vehicle fail. Gotta learn how to hold it and fold it, and not crash into the back of somebody. Holy crap, that is fast for running. Props, dude, you are fast. You say? Huh? You? Think he got the hint? He can't even talk. Doesn't that sound kind of racist? Alright, you guys know me, so this is how we do this. I'm gonna do an air down and then an air up. They're ARB air steps too. It's probably as low as I'd like it. Like that, it's that quick. Like 2 minutes or less per tire. If you like square bodies and rock crawling, click the cut from and go subscribe to them.
Hey, yo, what you doing, man? You're not supposed to be eating that, man. Are you out of your mind?
There's a huge guy.
You there? Listen, the guy over here that they get whacked. I don't think I can handle it alone. I'll be right there. Want to see me take some video? Attention all units. Emergency on the air level. Suspect 6'2", brown hair. What? Size, headache, from the earth bunker.
Got me dirty dancing, now they're yelling Rick Swayze.
It's nice for us all to know that you had a butt plug in for 2 weeks.
Got me dirty dancing, now they're yelling Rick Swayze.
It's nice for us all to know that you had a butt plug in for 2 weeks.
This week at Tractor Supply, give your animals the brands you trust at prices you love. Find great values on everything you need, like feed, forage, fencing, and more. Save now through Sunday in stores, online, or on the Tractor Supply app.
They got new stock on their back. That's what they know this stuff is.
When your kids and your wife don't wash the dishes, that's how you got eat. I think the guy crapped his pants. He crapped his pants because he was in a big hurry to get out of there. That's what happens when you eat Taco Bell.
You're out in the county. You had it coming. Quit blocking the roads with your bikes. We don't care if your wiener stopped working and your butthole fell out. Stop riding your bike out here on the county in the middle of the road. Take it to the bike trail. Take it to a sidewalk. If there ain't no sidewalk and there ain't no mark for a bike, quit riding out here in the middle of the road.
After you take the kingpin lock off, it is covered with grease, and you need to make sure it won't mess ever.
I just happen to have your answer. It's called a rag. You fold it up around it. Then you can put it in your toolbox. That's how I keep my wheel bearings clean when I do wheel bearings. Oh, come Komatsu dozer. It's kind of a learning lesson here. Lower the blade when you get to the top of the ramp so you can continue to proceed. Then tighten up them damn tracks. Old Komatsu dozer. It's kind of a learning lesson here. Lower the blade when you get to the top of the ramp so you can continue to proceed. Then tighten up them damn tracks. On the next episode of Whistling Diesel, he jumps a car off a cliff.
What happens when you think better Tacoma is a boat? Oh shit, this one.
I'm betting if he had more lift and some super swampers, he wouldn't have got stuck.
What happens when you think better Tacoma is a boat? Oh shit, this one.
I'm betting if he had more lift and some super swampers, he wouldn't have got stuck.
Oh, that's gonna hurt people's feelings. Oh no, not the old Ford. Well, maybe. You know what I mean? Those are kind of getting hard to find. But oh well, it's a Ford.
Okay, I've seen this one multiple different times. You gotta see the whole version of it. The way everybody runs up when his pants fly off and record his pecker. What the hell's wrong with you people? They'd be like, dude, look at the stick, look at the stick.
Driveline was still spinning in neutral, and to me that says it's not disengaged from a gear.
I gotta say something about this one. Understand he's a record driver. He's not a mechanic. If you're blocking the highway, then his job is to move you off the highway. It'd also be why you pay for a mechanic.
Cash. Best in stock. And get a debit card with rewards all the time. Here's how. I get my paycheck pays my cash account. Then, my big money stock is $2. I add my debit card to the card. Then, I use my card to get my instant rewards in favorite places like restaurants or amusements. Plus, when my friends pay me for their cash out accounts, I can invest instantly, all in the same area. Cash out is my favorite place to make money and invest. Cash out. Down and out.
Listen here, Beetlejuice's mom. You wanted to defund the police. Your city is the way it is because of you. You can take in some migrants. Texas can't take care of them all. Shame on you. This is what happens when Fords fight. Just think of the owners. They're probably pushing them home. Build Ford tough. Come on, everybody, crowd around it. It's gonna blow up. Build Ford tough. Come on, everybody, crowd around it. It's gonna blow up. Guess what? That charter scat pack didn't mean shit. It didn't get away, and it got impounded. And usually when that happens, your vehicle becomes part of the state's property.
Inside, a coyote chasing a chihuahua in the backyard, chomping down.
I got just the thing that you're gonna need to save your little dog. You need a Rottweiler. See, the Rottweiler will keep the little dog safe. Imagine when your opponent does that to you on the first round. All I gotta say is, he did it to be fair because he had more car. Time for an LS. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. What the hell were you thinking, dude? Why'd you run in front of the car? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. What the Why'd you run in front of the car?
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing.
History has been made over the recent year, with more benefits being passed to help families than ever before. Most recently, you can receive up to $5,200 per year in medical stimulus to pay for the care you and your family need. Countless people are using this for free dental, vision, treatments, and more. The program is giving first access to anyone who isn't on Medicaid and makes less than $50,000 per year. With the prices of life rising, families are using these new benefits to spend money back in their pocket every year that otherwise would have been used to pay medical costs. To activate your benefits, click below to get yours now.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires.
Oh my God!
That's not even drifting, that's a spin out. Why are you terrorizing your mom's ride? Probably gonna need ball joints, axle shafts, maybe some new tires. Wonder how the whiplash is. Looks pretty goddamn fun, but I ain't doing it with my truck. I'll do it with yours. Wonder how the whiplash is. Looks pretty goddamn fun, but I ain't doing it with my truck. I'll do it with yours. Wonder how the whiplash is. Looks pretty goddamn fun, but I ain't doing it with my truck. I'll do it with yours. Now that's pretty genius. Now, electric car stations, the charge stations, the gas station actually not going to have a attendant, they'll have vending machines, so you'll have free drinks. Now that's pretty genius. Now, electric car stations, the charge stations, the gas station actually not going to have a attendant, they'll have vending machines, so you'll have free drinks. Now that's pretty genius. Now, electric car stations, the charge stations, the gas station actually not going to have a attendant, they'll have vending machines, so you'll have free drinks. There's got to be more belt slap. Come on, more belt slap. There's got to be more belt slap. Come on, more belt slap. And that's why biker clubs don't let you ride their boat.
Let's do it correct this time. You go boom, hey, down, eat, what?
Kids are looking at their mom like, you got a wiener too? Dad never told us that. He's the one who taught us to use the bathroom.
Let's do it correct this time. You go boom, hey, down, eat, what?
Kids are looking at their mom like, you got a wiener too? Dad never told us that. He's the one who taught us to use the bathroom. How you unload the rich guy's new Bayview windows? Did you unload the windows? Did you unload my glass windows? Yeah, they're in the driveway.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Go onto the water.
Bet you think I ordered so many waters I was gonna do that to you on purpose?
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Go onto the water.
Bet you think I ordered so many waters I was gonna do that to you on purpose? Fucking A. Props, man, props. Fucking A. Props, man, props. When you pull stuff like that, don't expect to not get beat up. When you pull stuff like that, don't expect to not get beat up. Stop looking at it, Berber. God. There's two problems with this. Why is the dude putting the lug nuts on? And, why not lower the lift? There's two problems with this. Why is the dude putting the lug nuts on? And, why not lower the lift? There's two problems with this. Why is the dude putting the lug nuts on? And, why not lower the lift?
666, we like this shit.
When it's so hard to get on the pony.
Bring that here now.
You two don't belong having kids, obviously. This is the second one I've seen where you're advertising child abuse. How long did it take you to rehearse the shoe thing? Believe it or not, I am a parent. I don't have to say future. I've never hit my kid, ever. Ever. His dad ever hit ya? Why? Why? Exactly. All you needed to know.
Bring that here now.
You two don't belong having kids, obviously. This is the second one I've seen where you're advertising child abuse. How long did it take you to rehearse the shoe thing? Believe it or not, I am a parent. I don't have to say future. I've never hit my kid, ever. Ever. His dad ever hit ya? Why? Why? Exactly. All you needed to know. That's a hell of a bike. Just think if somebody stole the phone while she's dancing.
Are you ready to glow out? It's Glow Up Girls. New looks, new fashions. For them and you. Switch up their look. Gem sticker shoes and more. Color change. Glow out like never before. New Glow Up Girls Series 2 dolls available at Amazon and Walmart.
Oh, I missed it. Robot!
One endless game of days flash. Images never come as a psychological pressure to often and has no love for. Well, my name, buddy. Just drop tomato in the blender to start.
Just drop tomato in the blender to start. What's up, guys? It's your girl Shonix. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another day of 25 days of Shonix. I will put the day of whatever day we're on right here. We're having fun, we're creating content, and I hope you guys are enjoying, it's like a present every day. But today, we are going to be playing Mr. Tomatoes. I do not know what this is about. It just kind of, well, it looks like it's supposed to be a horror, but this looks a lot of fun. Like, listen. Okay? I'm kind of rocking with this. So I have no idea how it's supposed to go, but the fact that he said put the tomato in the blender to start, I guess it's like, oh. Okay, wait, stand up, wait. Simply use the left mouse button to grab the object and use the same button to drop it into place. Okay. You can use the blender to combine food, but you must remember that not all foods can be combined together. So also you can combine only two different products. Okay. If you will try to replace already combined product with one of the products on the table with different products, you will earn points for each correct answer. You can use these points to buy new items. The number of remaining items will not be considered your game. So remember the number of words for the game in advance and use them wisely. Why is it so complicated that I thought? Shot? Oh! Scissors to cut goose back with ropes. What? Flashlight? Kitchen knife? Wait, Why would I need a flashlight and stuff in this kitchen? Okay, you know, let's start. Let's see where this goes.
I'm very glad that you decided to help me.
Oh, yeah.
Me, because for dirty money,
Oh, we.
I can't eat one of my own.
Okay.
I want an egg.
Okay. Okay.
I want a glass of milk.
Okay. Got you. Okay.
I want a cucumber.
He goes, this is ridiculous.
I want a cucumber.
You know, you could say please.
I want strawberry.
That's pretty simple. 14 more?
I
That's
want some green.
bro, you are hungry. What?
I want fish.
Here. Why does it have an anger meter? Why does it have an anger meter? Why would he get
I
angry?
want to eat some French fries. I want pepper.
Okay. Why is there scissors here?
I want salami.
Here. 6 more.
Why the fuck is that on there?
Whole lemon.
Okay,
Whole.
I am going for now.
Okay.
Visit me when I will be hungry again. See you later.
Wait. Wait, that was it? It just restarted. What?
Let's talk about Facebook and their hypocritical community guideline strikes they pull against you. Where they
Fuck
go back
Facebook.
on your timeline and look for ways to restrict you because Facebook had a problem with something you posted and not something your friends
Zuckerberg would,
had a problem with, or the public
if you
had.
paid Zuckerberg to suck a fart out of your ass, he'd suck that fart out of his ass because he's Zuckerberg. We'll do low.
Did you know that most people live in La La Land? La La Land is like on social media where the girl is like, blah, like, you know what I mean, with their eyes all rolled back, dressing up like some kind of superhero or fictional character. You would be in La La Land. Just because you read something and seen something in an animated movie doesn't mean you gotta dress up like them. Just saying. What's that? You smell Nancy Pelosi? Come on, get out of there. Good girl. Zena. Why they got the bug bites? Come on. You know, you're making Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi over there, but you know what I mean? Stay on the trail at least. I can move with the shovel. Run, run, run. Dog exercise. She runs laps. It's a race car. Oh, I can't run. What are you looking at? Let me tell you about a horror story. These are scary facts. Never get married. You know you're tired. You look tired. You're ready to fall asleep. Go to sleep. I'm tired. You're tired? You're tired? Would it feel good? Do you feel good? Do you feel good? Mrs. Princess. Let's see if she lets me look at her teeth. No, not gonna look at your teeth. Look at your pretty teeth. You're always gonna make sure you clean these dogs' teeth. Okay. Goliath's 3. She's 1. That's why she's smaller. But you obviously can tell she's big. So she's still got about a year to grow. Right? Right? This is Goliath, and we're gonna look in his mouth. Oh, look at your teeth. Can we look at the front? Oh, pretty teeth. Get your pretty teeth. You tired, buddy? Look at his ears. Everybody. We get Jeff. Happy. Oh, I think you're making a new one.
We can take this to the lake and we can play in the mud. I got a case full of beer, yeah, you know we turn up. Hydroponic rolled up, so we bound to burn up. Hotel on my grill, but I ain't dissing you others. I show respect to my peers, I learned a lot.
The whole time I had this game, I didn't know that did that. My daughter figured it out.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever Spider-Man. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Show yourself, show yourself. Wanna see everything you're made of. Tear it down, rip it out. Changes get floating down the river.
Shift work part 3. So say I'm your boss and nothing got done. Do you think I'm gonna blame the person actually doing it if it wasn't done on a certain time? No, I'm not. Before I confronted you, I would try to figure out who was supposed to do it in the first place and what conspired to why it wasn't done. Then I'd go ask them. It's part of knowing your employees and not pointing the finger at other people just 'cause. It's kind of, you know what I mean? Irrelevant. It's all part of being professional at your job. I used to work for GM, building the 6.0 pistons. Let's just put it that way. So when a line went down, it wasn't anybody's fault. It was the machines that went down. Nobody got blamed. It was usually just a retooling. This is shift work part 2. So say I was given a task to do and fucked off, played with the phone, blurred a radio, you know what I mean, listened to the radio, talked to everybody all night, nothing got done. Shouldn't I take the blame for not having anything done? If it frequently happened, I'd expect to be fired. I used to work multiple jobs that had shift work. I unloaded chips, iron chips, skid steers. So you had a timeline because the ship had to leave the port on a certain day. So it had to be unloaded. Otherwise it cost a lot of money for that to sit in the dock. So I can understand some circumstances might slow you down because I had it happen one time on a pulp ship where all the bindings broke on everything that you pulled out with the crane. You were stuck toe strapping per bale. That was bullshit. We're going to talk about unprofessionalism at a workplace. This don't apply to me. It applies to people like my wife. And she would understand what I mean. You might understand what I mean too. So say there's multiple shifts. And the previous shift was supposed to do their job and they didn't do their job, and you got to come back the next shift and do that task for them. Why do you take the blame? Think about it. Why are you getting the blame for something the previous shift didn't do? Shouldn't they be asked? Especially when you had your own personal tasks you had to do, now you're taking up the slack from the previous shift. It's kind of bullshit. and then you get the blame for it. It's bullshit when you take the blame for something when you had days off for a previous shift that was working those days that you had off. That's kind of bullshit. My answer would be, I just came back from my days off.
Okay, it's a morning dew. I'll show you something though.
Alright, anyway, the reason why I have these lines right here, you see, Lynn's intend to wipe the side of my truck in the morning. That's how I notice that I get these marks on the side. It's because you see my track, obviously, off that dew grass. Them branches right there wipe the side of my truck. So, I ain't got flashy paint anyway, but that's how you end up with marks like that. You end up with dents like this from trail riding. See, there's no white marks on this side. It's all on the passenger side. And them shocks are black now. They're not rusted color. They only rusted because they came up with Ford. When men are hungry, they eat Earl Campbell's. See, only have 2 buns. Guess I gotta use bread, but I'm poor anyway, so that's how you normally do it. So, ketchup, mustard, chipotle, Taco Bell sauce that I love so much, mayonnaise. Just kidding, I didn't put mayonnaise on it. One of my favorite things is Earl Campbell's. Like, you gotta try them. They're fucking badass. Don't bark back. He's barking at you. He's barking at you. He keeps going. Where's he keep going? Let's turn him up. There he is. Oh, he's digging a hole. Digging a hole. See, princess? He's digging a hole. Where'd he go? Doug. She's mentioned it, dog in the game. Clive was doing it in too. And there we have it. One custom-made clamp by me, complete. The only thing I reused is a rivet that was already existing. See? We're straight. They work. I still gotta do the other side, but I'll show you the other piece. That's how I built it. Made the center 2.5. You know what I mean? And split the difference for where the rivet hole would actually be. And it is decent thick metal. Don't forget to pay. And that's the start of the last clamps. Just gotta put them on, grind the rivet down a little bit, and then weld those on and then bang them up and then drill the holes for them. Leaf spring clamps, I should say. Put them clamps on leaf springs and welded them on. Once it's done. Shock mounts are on. That's all welded up. Still gotta do a clamp at the front. These shocks are temporary because I got Got those that'll work. They're actually shorter than the ones on it, so it'll give me more. That's why I built it. Those are just on it for mock-up only. I got 3 of those. So this one is brand new. I gotta cut the piece off it. This one's already set up and ready to go. Painted it, welded in the rivet holes on the back, and welded the sides too. And it's bolted in place. I still gotta build the clamp for that spotted police spring. What's the passenger side? I got the driver's side done, but by the time I went to go grab the phone to record, it started raining. So my welder bringing it in the house was more important than recording a video, obviously. So I might go back out there later. So yeah, I might still go out there, finish up the driver's side. I don't understand it. It seemed like the welder wanted to give me crap as soon as I started welding it into the frame. I don't understand what the deal was. It got pinched, the welding wire got pinched up in a lead because I had to rush it in the house and I must have kinked it. So I had to pull all the wire out of the cable, redo it again. So, but anyway, I'm trying to stay positive. I don't like hearing people's negative comments. Keep your negativity to yourself because I don't want to hear it. I literally don't care for negativity. Alright, there they both are. I just gotta bolt shocks and duple shocks and then weld tabs on and weld them onto the frame. But those are both thrown together. And they're pretty stout. And there we have it. I can't touch the cocksucker. I can't get in there to knock that down. I don't have nothing that small that will get in there. But it's very hot. Just gotta put the tabs on it and then weld it on. I gotta put my shock on it first before I put the tabs. Like I said, it's kind of overkill. That's like a 3/8 bead on there, and I put it as hot as I can on it. So if I could get in there to knock that down, it'd look a hell of a lot better. Are we done worrying about dog nails? That's all I wanted to say. Are we done worrying about dog nails? I didn't want to cut them either, Zena. I didn't want to. I didn't want to cut them either. But I was getting the, bruh, dude, you should cut your dog's nails, bruh. Still mad at me, Zena? I can understand why I didn't feel like being bit up and then having you bleed all over me. So now I gotta sit here and hold pressure down on this nail because it's bleeding like a sieve. Because others said I should clip this dog's nails when I said I didn't want to, and you're gonna not stop. So, thank you. You know, but you're talking about a great deal of pain in owning a dog. This is cancer right here. She got it a couple of years ago, and it cost a lot of money, like $5,000 to have that removed, and it continues to grow back, so it's kind of pointless. And lastly, we got her at an animal shelter where they put dogs down within 30 days. So I think I gave her a better life because I got her when she was really young. So if you can understand that. So I'm such a bad guy because I gave this dog a home. Now lastly, brah, my trailer. I know it's a shit box. You don't have to tell me about it. And you know what I mean? It's cheap and affordable rent. I ain't got money, and I don't got daddy's money like you, brah. I wasn't handed money throughout my life. Mama didn't give me money. I didn't inherit daddy's money if he died. didn't inherit shit. This is how it actually is. So, if you want to sit there and blow steam about the way my house looks, I'm renting it. I don't own this motherfucker. You think I'd want to own this thing? Understand what you're fucking saying to people. You know what I mean? At least they ain't in a cardboard fucking box. At least I got a place to, you know what I mean, a pot to piss in. Just understand that. Don't bash me because of my house.
Hey, I just fucked up. Call me back.
Morning, everybody. Just waiting on a school bus. Both dogs want to come with it. I gotta pick them up and put them. So I pick both dogs up, put them up on their seat. And I gotta pick up the Burblife kid, put her in her seat. She's got that heavy backpack. See, you did it again. You messed your hair all up again. Like I don't have a hairbrush in here to brush your hair for you. And we're back and moving again. Should we talk karma? Karma is when you do others wrong, like not paying me money, and I fix your ride for you. And then karma comes back for you when you did others wrong. This is why you don't do others wrong in life. You want to see. So, what you heard me talk about the golden turd, and seen me fix the golden turd, and it's the goldenest turd of all turds. So anyway, we're talking about my brother, okay? How he doesn't pay me, or didn't pay me, and I don't help him anymore. Well, karma comes back from you in odd ways, okay? Let's just say that. This has just popped up, but I've been looking at this metal, a couple of pieces of leaf spraying and some old jackal. I think I'm gonna weld these all together, clean them up real good. We'll clean them up really good, then weld them together, and make these my rear shock mounts. It's gonna be lowered on the frame, so it's not high up on the frame, and then higher up spot usually cracks anyway, so this will prevent it from cracking at that spot. It won't be able to crack at all because it'll be welded to the frame. And I got the tabs in the house for the shock mounts. See, these are the tabs that I had that came with my Ram, and I didn't need them because I already have high steer already. So these can become shock mounts. Shock mounts for the rear of my truck, not the front. I already have 4 shock towers for the front. Says that guy that you just seen them pictures from Acne, he literally removed the one comment altogether from his bulldog, his big bad bulldog. Oh no, he's gonna bring his dog here, let it loose on my dogs. That's pretty much what he was saying. This is a tech note for Rottweilers. Something that people should know, and it's all over the internet. And because of the comment, you know what I mean, that I got earlier, I might as well just explain it. So, the Rottweiler's bite force is 328 psi on an average Rottweiler. A larger Rottweiler, it might greatly double or triple in psi. Understand that. Richard Hentz is He's a YouTuber, and he demonstrates this process multiple times for Rottweilers and multiple different dogs too. Understand, he is the Rottweiler master. If you don't believe him, consider what he says. You know what I mean? The Rottweiler's bite is a force to be reckoned with. A pit bull's like 200 psi. See that? That was from a grinder from yesterday. All right, only had to do it once. Very painful. Next is this. Good, good, it's good. I did it last night. I literally never cut myself that. Well, I have, but not with the grinder. So, my wife's like, "You need stitches." I'm like, "It's on a joint. How do you stitch something that's on a joint?" Thank you. Thank you. She doesn't even respond. First day of school, you happy?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. First day of first grade.
Where's your...
Yeah, you're sweet.
You already messed up your hair, and I don't have a hairbrush in this thing.
Now, Princess needs her hair first. Ow. Ow,
You should
ow,
stop
ow,
scratching
ow.
it all off, right?
Yeah. Now, brush right here. Brush.
Can we get that to light turn on? That thing's always on. It's just something that's always going to be on. There ain't anything I can ever do to get that brake light to come off. I've tried. Everything. It's kind of stupid. I'm kind of getting pissed off about YouTube Studios. Okay, last night, my last short, I gave you the update of what I had. By the end of the week, I said I was going to do that. So, we had 74.1K views. And one of my shorts from yesterday made 1,400 views alone. That should be added to that. Between 5 hours, right? This is what happens. 5 hours goes by. I check because I got to get up, and I look, and it's like 68.9K views. And it's like, how does it drop that much? That's ridiculous. That's like almost 4,000 views. Ain't that a joke? That's probably happening to a lot of people. They shouldn't just deplete. A view is a view. You know what I mean? Even if it was view per second. Okay, I told everybody I'd tell you today, because it's the end of the week. We have 102 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for viewing everything. Views. 74.1K views. And I just started, I had this page running for a while. I just started posting, you know what I mean? It hasn't even been like 2 months and it's already at that. So for me, that's a record number for me. I know others probably do a little bit better, but you know what I mean? I'm not trying to bend over and show thong or butt, you know what I mean? Or pose as a pretty person. I work on trucks, and I'm just trying to do trucks and a family page. You know what I mean? If you understand. Thank you for the views. Appreciate it. You guys, I love you. Thank you. Everybody heard you burp, Goliath. Everybody heard you burp.
Stop eating grass over there. It's not lettuce. I don't need you puking. Throw the baby, buddy. You want her to go away? Okay. Okay.
Want to know something, Blaine? I just found out Rambo has a Rottweiler. Rambo has a Rottweiler. You know who Rambo is? You know who Rambo is? You don't know who Rambo is? The guy from Expendables, Clyde. Clyde, I'm talking to you. The guy from Expendables. You know what I mean? Rambo, Rocky. You know what I mean? Tango and Cash. Tango, Clyde. Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash. Tango and Cash? Huh? Stop or my grandmother will shoot. Stop or my grandmother will shoot. I think that's what the one's called. Sit. Good boy. He's on the cover of this. He has a Rottweiler, the guy in the middle. Right here, look.
That's what we added. Had to cut that down. Alright. Like I said, there's no way it fit in there. There's no way it was for it, because it had that angle cut on it. To me, I think those are just re-arched leaves. They weren't the actual ones, because these are all flat. So, there, and that one. Yeah, there was a brake line issue, and this is how I did it. These are 12-inch brake lines, and all I did is cut the bracket here. I'm gonna bang those out, and there was a bolt here, and I just dropped it, and it gave me all the brake line that I needed. And I'll probably weld this right here. Yeah, it's really big now. So these are in there. Now I gotta do the back again. Do it this. I already bought the parts to make the clamps. I got two that will work on it from a 56 pack. They're actually the exact same size, and I gotta put the hangers on the back. Yeah, my wife just stood next to it, and it's probably like 14 inches. her forehead, or the top of her hair was level with this thing. I just put that away. She might see it. Just think how big it's gonna be with bigger tires on it too. Today these are going under my truck, and then these two are not super lift, even though they look like they were for it. Super lifts are straight cut. So this is standing off my porch, how it's gonna be, and you'll see the update. Okay, it's been days since I licked the COVID test from my wife. She thought she had COVID, and because all the people that touch that stuff, it might be on it. I didn't get sick, so it's been days. If you haven't seen that short, go back and look, because I really did lick the COVID test, just to prove a point. That's my redneck butt warmer right there. Big old Goliath. Gotta shake you up, stir you up, make light, keep my butt warm. He says, yeah. Keep your butt warm, Dad. This is my experience at Walmart, and if you're the owner or the store manager, just understand, I'm about to help you fix your store. Very quickly, just understand how I'm thinking here. The actual experience comes from the Bowman Walmart here in Little Rock, okay? It's kind of a joke during the day. So stocking shelves during the day, being a high-trafficked Walmart for customers, there should not be huge skids always in the way of the aisles and everywhere. Just high 8-foot skids that are tip hazards. It's major safety concerns. You know what I mean? I don't know how you don't get hammered with fines or motion. So if you stock shelves during the night and put the people at night, whether they like it or not, your shelves would stay filled up. Now these employees don't seem like they're stocking anything during the day, they're just playing with that phone you gave them. I'm gonna do a rain stream. Those get views, so that's what I'm gonna do. So that's just a heads up. That's a different angle on my truck. I'm just waiting on rain so I can kick on the stream. I'm hoping it comes in good. Okay, I'm just gonna briefly show since I get so many views on the other one, the rear suspension. Nothing to hit your head off on. Alright. All of these leaves right here, except for the top three, are 6-inch rough country 80-15 numbers. This right here was where they were clamped to the main eye leaf, and I cut the main eyes off on this right here. When I do my clamps, I'll drill that out and make a clamp, crush this down, and then drill in, bolt it, and then weld the rivet so it looks the way it's supposed to be. That would be the passenger side. I gotta make the clamps, like I said, on that side. These two leaves gotta go back in the front of my truck. Those were what was lifting it. I have these I gotta finish cleaning up and paint for the back of my truck. This will have to go forward an inch. Alright, anybody that's gonna follow me from the Instagram, because I got a lot of views off of that. This is Mr. Stinky, that pit bull that was abandoned on my driveway. This is him at his new home. Hey, it's a recording I was sent to us. And it is blurry too, so he is putting on weight, if anybody wanted to know, and he has a loving home right now. So that's, it didn't take very long to find him a home. You know what I mean? Whoever owned him before, he must have kept them inside, and he was laying in pee. You know what I mean? Because he smelled like pee really bad. So that's why I gave him the name Mr. Stinky. So if anybody was wondering, he's doing good and putting on lots of weight already. Other dogs and a Rottweiler. My bottle rockets, because I get them, that's how I scared the mother dog, everybody else's dogs away when they're messing with mine. They want to sit and bark and try to, you know what I mean, stands up, because Goliath, the area that he's allowed in is his area. If another dog enters his domain, you know what I mean, it's his area, he's going to get kind of pissed off. Or when we're standing there intimidating him and barking, it's just like, men, you know what I mean, Goliath, well, if I could pretty much say it that way, Goliath, David versus Goliath. Now that we will get to that too. So because of that, to make it so he don't run off the bottle rocket, shoot one up in the air. It's hard to do with Princess over there because she'll try to grab the bottle rocket. She's not scared of it. She thinks she can just grab it and play with it. So you launch it up in the air and it's like boom. You know what I mean? The dog they're scared of it. Goliath is not scared of it. It doesn't faze him at all. The bang. You know, that's the difference in dogs. They're Great Pyrenees and the pit bulls. They run away every time. So I think it's pretty funny. It's like, yeah, big dog, you're a big bad dog, bark. Want to test another dog, it just takes off running. These other wild neighbors, my neighbors' other dogs that I consider wild because they're always outside. They do the same thing. They take off running. So now that I said David and Goliath, all right. If Goliath has puppies and I keep a male, that's what his son is going to be called, David, because it'd be David and Goliath. Kind of like my bulldog, Snot. Her grandfather was Booger, and her dad was Goober, and her name was Snot. So
when Xena passes away, to me it seems like dogs get, you know what I mean? The dogs that I had get another life, and they always come back because I gave them a good life. Like Faith, if you watch the video of me showing my dogs, it shows Faith, and like I said, she loved me so much that she actually wanted to die next to me. So she fell asleep, passed away, you know, in her sleep, laying next to me. I was sleeping and woke up, and you know, normally it's Xena. Xena's always laying by me. But Faith normally never, she always slept in the other room for some reason. I don't know why. She always slept in the one room. And that day, it's like she told Xena, hey, you gotta get up. You know what I mean? You gotta get up and move. I'm gonna lay there. And then died next to me, sleeping. And I believe it's because she was older than meets the eye. And she had all kinds of problems from really bad breeding. I've said this in another video. Obviously, her tail was cut when people dock it. This is why other people from other countries don't like it, docking. Because of hip dysplasia, and it affects, when you dock a Rottweiler's tail, there's pros and cons about it. For like if you're gonna actually use the dog for working, but you don't even have to. So the only reason why there was a docking is because a Rottweiler overseas was used to pull wagons, and they still do. And nowadays they probably still do with tails though. So it cuts their lifespan down. You know what I mean? In medical problems, it creates hip dysplasia because when the dog's tail wags, it's kind of like your rear suspension in your truck. You use the same U-bolts over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Eventually it's going to fall apart or broken, where parts that wear out faster, I should say. That's the way I look at it as. So, keep thinking these cigarettes are going out through that car. What the fuck is that? Light. Good predator behind me shining his laser beam at me. See it? The thing these cameras catch. So this is what I normally do in the morning. Now that I can live, I was trying to see if I can get somebody to pop in. There's the predator. So he's watching my camera. He's not watching me. Obviously, he's coming past my head. So when I said dog, when I was just talking about this, no, Faith, on the other hand, it's like she was given another life, and then we end up with, this is how it worked. Smokers about it. We ended up with 2 other of my mom's bulldogs. Fort Faith. And then Biscuit. And then we ended up with Princess. You know, Wolf Blythe and then Princess. It's like Princess inherited everything that Faith did, other than snap. She hasn't learned to snap of the finger yet. Because you could snap your finger, and it's like Faith knew exactly what you meant. You know what I mean? If you had to say sit, just snap your finger and look at her. It was going to be a sit. Or if you snap your finger and pointed, she's going to go where you pointed. If you snap your finger and tell her to bite somebody, she was going to bite you. You know, that's how it was. So Princess, on the other hand, the bouncing that you see her do, and the barking, the ho, you know what I mean? Everybody's seen that. She does. Faith used to do the same thing. Faith was not scared of anything. I'll show you. For example, I think I said So I said, that big long trailer right there used to not be there. They put that in like a year and a half ago, I think. Used to be a really shitty ass trailer, and the two dogs that start barking that live over here now, the guy abandoned two of his dogs that he had left of what he had for dogs, and it was a really bad house, and he had Meals for Wheels coming in and giving him food, and they deemed it to, like, after they seen the way the house was and everything, they deemed it so he had to go to a homeless, or not a homeless, but an old folks home, because he couldn't even take care of himself. And he had other random people living in there, and the toilet was all taken apart and stuff. Plumbing was all broken in there, and there was like, it's one of the bedroom floors, you could see the dirt from under the trailer because he took the floor out and never finished it. So he lived in there, and he had like 20 dogs at one point. Like, no joke, and they would run over here. And this was years ago. They'd rush over here and be like right up in your face. Sometimes you get bit by these beagle pit bulls, and it was kind of annoying. And Faith, the one did it one time, and it was over with. And she would 20 dogs would run over here, and one Rottweiler, 20 dogs would run back, including he would leave his door wide open all the time, all night, the front door would be open. 20 dogs would run in that, back into that trailer from one Rottweiler. They literally run all 20. It was like that movie, what do you want to call it? Christmas Story, you know what I mean, where the dogs rush in and steal a guy's turkey. But it was different. The dogs were being chased by one, you know what I mean, Rottweiler. And she would put them in their place. So over time, you know what I mean, it was hard to get rid of those dogs. So you guys seen the success story with one pit bull that was abandoned out here. It was hard to get rid of all of those dogs. So, like, they would walk and pack down the driveway. And if you're in a hurry, you know what I mean? A couple times, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta be in a hurry and you gotta get out of here. These things that stand on that way, and it's like a herd of a pack of dogs. Is that an A10? No. I've seen a smaller plane, and then like I don't got my glasses on, and I was seeing that bird fly right there, and it was gliding. It's a cold turkey vulture. The way it was gliding, it sounded like an A10. So Faith would put them in their place. So this now, Princess lays in that back room all the time. You know what I mean? We'll lay in a random area, you know what I mean? Bark and bounce, and then she'll even play catch too. We've seen that. Faith would like to play catch. What happened when we first got Xena, like we brought her in, and when you're not playing, you know what I mean? You see Xena, see Princess is right there looking at me. Your tongue. So Xena does the same thing like she did with Faith. So, with Princess. So, Princess is a pup. See, she's whining. Look at me. Let me out. Come on, let me out. Why'd you be out there? Why'd you go inside? Why'd you want to go inside? So, when we first got Xena, like I was used to talk Faith to play catch. So I tried to play catch with Faith, and Xena goes after Faith. It was like within the first week that we got her. And Faith, like I said, would chase 20 dogs into a trailer that's not there anymore. It's actually was pushed. That's why the trees are cut right behind that. It was pushed back there and folded up and buried. Faith got mad because she came after her, you know what I mean? And Faith was always a dominant dog and always pulled out her intestines, literally had her, grabbed her by the side, and it was like emergency. So you got these dogs that were, you know what I mean, blocking the driveway when I'm trying to rush Xena to the animal hospital. Because yeah, it was like, it went bleeding. It's like Faith crushed a vein, and it was like a huge blood clot, which did. It was like a big bubble on the side of her, and I was like, I had to get her out of here. I just got to go to the hospital or the vet now. You know what I mean? These dogs are in. So one of them, I accidentally ran over to get my dog to there. That's one of the things that I don't talk about because. Flip this. You can see my face when I say it. One was, you know what I mean, you got 20 dog driveway and I'm trying to get my dog to the vet, and you got 30 dogs on the driveway blocking in, you know what I mean, I'm trying to hurry up and get to the vet and they're not moving. It's like, I need to go now, I can't. Okay, so one guy accidentally got ran over. It lived through it, but, you know what I mean, it didn't walk correctly. Because I had a Ford Taurus. I'm not cruel to dogs, I don't do that kind of stuff, but my dogs are more important than a bunch of wild dogs. At least sometimes you can look at it like that. I love dogs, don't get me wrong, I definitely love dogs, but in Xena, it happened a couple different times. Like I said, you couldn't play catch, couldn't play at all. You were not allowed to play. Xena does the same thing to Princess, but Xena don't got teeth anymore. And Faith would always, like I showed, that you see the videos of Faith giving the Burblife hugs. Like Faith, when she walked up to dogs, she'd show her dominance and she'd put her head right on the back of her neck. It's like, you know what I mean, don't fuck with me. I'll grab a hold of it. That's how smart she was. She'd literally tell you that she's the dominant one, and she wasn't scared. So then you seen the way she looked. The success story of the two pictures of when she was starving to death with the coyote puppies. My mom helped her build up weight, and everybody sees Mr. Stinky, the pit bull. You know what I mean, on my Instagram. He's actually put on a lot of weight from, you know what I mean, we get pictures sent to us. So I haven't shown any of those because I'm kind of waiting, you know what I mean, because it's like, I don't have a picture of him, but I have a video. So if I gotta literally use some kind of app to put two and two together so you can see this, like kind of like the same view. And I got Faith. So Faith, you can see her ribs and everything, like hips and everything. Then, if you actually are paying attention, if you've seen the way she looked, there's on the picture that's right under it, and it shows her, you know, it's starting to build weight. If you look at how big she actually is, 3 years later, like, I call her the redneck meat eater. When it was winter, when it was cold, she would lay on my feet and warm up my feet. That's how cool she was. And I didn't have to ask. She would just climb up and lay on my feet to keep my feet warm. That's, you know what I mean, you can't ask for much more out of a dog if they can do that for you. And they understand that it's cold. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, you know what I mean, I got more coffee I gotta drink. I got more thinking I gotta do. So, well, I suppose I can show you my truck, that it's not leaning, is back as far as it was. And, you know,
you can tell from here, it's way better than it used to be. It's got what's making it look like it's still on the other lift is the fact that it's got 9 tires on it. So 39.5, 13.5, 1350, 16s on it. They're really shitty. I mean, 42s would make it look alright, but you know, now I can go bigger. I was gonna put 42s on each lift. You can kind of see the rig, but it ain't bad anymore. It was bad before, and that's why I wasn't really back, because I wasn't about to sit there and deal with people like, it's a square truck. It's like, I didn't, we're not building a square truck, I'm out of budget. You know what I mean? And it is. Another thing is, that spot right there is higher up than that spot. It's sloped back for the water. That's why my driveway is built up. Because water, there's a pond that's up top, and when it rains, it fills up, and it used to run over this side of the driveway, and it'd wash out the driveway, and it was like, it'd do a number to any vehicle, including this one. It would wear that out, you know what I mean, over time, wear out driveline parts really bad. So if I sit here, you can kind of see the slope. So all that just like 2 feet, 2-3 feet, maybe even 4 feet in spots of nothing but old parking lot blacktop millings. Well, they peeled the whole parking lot up, and it was cut in with the ditch, because when they brought the dozer in, my landlord was like, just let them know what you want done. And I'm like, if you need me to operate that dozer, I'll do it. I'm like, otherwise, if you got a good dozer operator, which he was, I'll tell him when he to angle the blade and cut it in a groove, kind of like a racetrack, you know what I mean? An oval racetrack. So that's, you can see it. How I can show you. Right? Right where there it is. How to angle that in. So it was a driveway at one point there, and people would come in here and drive in just through here. They'd come up to drive past your house just to look at what you had, and then I'd get a bunch of shit stolen. For me, I had a barbecue grill that got stolen. That's why I don't have barbecue grill anymore. Barbecue grill, lawn chairs, you know, random things. So, a few different truck parts that I noticed that were just up and disappeared. That weren't any important to me, but they still took them. But, I think if I put the brackets on that I got, it's a better look at it. I think if I put these brackets on that I got right there, nice shackles, hangers for the back, bigger ones up there for you. It'll square it up pretty good. I still gotta make them clamps. I didn't tell anybody. In brief, I did that. What I gotta do is I gotta make the clamps. I'm gonna squish this down. That's why I left that divot here. I'm gonna squish these down. And then, kind of like how I made that mount for my phone. If anybody's been following me, drill out the center. I can even do it out of leaf springs. That would be pretty cool, but trying to drill through it's like another story in the making. So that you just drill that out, and then you make it so it's 2.5 wide, and then you fold that up, squeeze this down, and then drill through it, and you want your bolt just resting on once it's squished it. And then you put, basically what I'm showing you is, this is what was on it. Right here. I could use this one probably, this is a 56. I don't know what the difference is. 56 will have a smaller piece here. 52 won't have a taller piece. This will be shorter. It'll be like 2.5 inches long. And then anybody wondering what I do with these leaf springs, obviously, this, I know exactly which ones are which, you know what I mean? This right here is a 52. It's a 52. This right here is a 56. 56, 52, 52, 56, 56. Main I-52. 4-inch rough country. Right there. The longest one. Well, no, not 4-inch rough. This one right here is a 4-inch skyjacker. And then you can see these holes right here on it. That's for the plastic pieces that were on it. These are 52s. Parts right here. These two. And I'll show you how you. If you can see this correctly, 52s are normally even on each end, varying how they're made. So if you're trying to do a 52 swap, there is a 52 pack, and that's why people prefer the Suburban. There's a 52 pack. It's not. I don't even think it's even a 52. It's a 54, and I tell people that a 54 because if you measure it up, it might be 52 with it arch, but lengthwise it's actually 54. So that's how they make leaf springs for lift kits too. It might be a 52, but in reality it is actually a 56. Like if you were to squish it down, it'll measure longer, if you can understand that. So there is some misconceptions with when people measure leaf springs. And you don't want to make a 52 swap with a B52, I should say, like hers, with two-wheel drive 52s. So the stiffer ones, I should do it, you know what I mean? I could do it with, and show people. I should go get some bolts, because I actually have it sitting there, so I might as well just show you, because I got all the parts now, because I took them back out the rear. This one doesn't have the bushings in it, but I got the one last leaf spring to show you how I did how I made the 5.5s. These are my skyjackers, obviously. Those got to be added to the front. I could probably build 8 inches with those 8-inch leaf fronts if I wanted to, because I got these skyjacker main eyes. And okay. This is actually a 48. Most fronts. The reason why this worked, right, is because most of your lift kit leaf springs are 46 for some reason, and it should be like a 47, between a 47 long. Yeah, this is why you gotta know lift kits and brands, because you would want to know what actually works. This is a soft ride 4-inch skyjacker, and I like skyjacker stuff. You can disapprove if you want, but I think they're actually one of the best lift kits you can actually get, because it's just how they make their leaf springs, you know what I mean? So this is an actual 48 soft ride. These two. Now I got the one leaf. You seen the double clamp leaf? What I did is, well, actually this one right here, I don't think had in it. This is just a different one, because I was using this for display. I'm not a sell leaf. This is a 4-inch skyjacker. 4-inch skyjacker. 4-inch skyjacker. And then the clamp leaf would go under this. And then the two leaves that I just pulled out, the longer ones that were actually would come out both ends, are 52. So there's like 3 52s. They're thicker, but all in all, they work because they're longer. So somebody actually, when I showed them what I did, and then I got the pictures of it flexing out, they went ahead and mimicked it because they have more money than I do. So but this is what this guy did, and then look at his pictures, you know what I mean? He did this with his spare parts. So when you're building things like me, other people that are looking for a profit for themselves, don't show them what you did, okay? I'll show what I did, because now I learned to not be stressed out about it. But when you show people things that what you did with just spare parts and tell them detail to detail, and they sell parts, they might turn around and just start making those same exact parts and steal the whole idea from you. You could have been made the money from it, if you understand that. So that's why I don't. I've cleaned these up too. I gotta get some kind of spray. So right here, there's still that crappy coating on that. And then there, it's hard to get it in. I wire to it, put the wire brush on the grinder and wire that wheel the hell out of there. Clean all the crap up. They might just look good painted, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna paint those. But I haven't put these on because I don't have bolts. I got bolts, they're not that size. I need to go. The 2 bolts that I just bought cost me $2. And I got pretty much $2 in those rear leaf springs. No, actually, well, including the zero rates and the lift, well, the rear leaf springs, well, I only got like $2. Just think of that. The leaf springs didn't cost that I cut up the rough countries. Those didn't cost me anything because I traded the 10 bolt out of the front of this for them. So when I cut them up, and people, if they seen me, well, I didn't show any video. They were wondering, oh, you cut up a whole pair of lifted leaf springs, 6-inch. Yeah, I did, because it didn't cost me anything. So I got $2 and that left on my back. So just think, you know what I mean? That's how interesting I can be. The shackle flips, though, I got about $600 in shackle flips. Literally, I got one that's sitting in the back, the 2.5. But then you got to count the 2 prices together, and they went up in cost right now. So that's why I'm saying about $600 plus the shackles. And they changed the way that shackle is, and I think it's a bit more. Because I do still look at their parts, but I don't buy them. I just want to, you know what I mean, see if there's alternatives. So I do look at every aspect. I just probably won't buy for them. I'll make the wife buy for them. So it doesn't have my name on it if I had to buy through them. But I'm not going to buy through them. But anyway. That's just today. You know what I mean? If anybody's going to watch these. Notice nobody jumped in. It's almost like it's being blocked from being huge. I noticed I did gain 6 subscribers. Thanks for the subscribes, or thanks for the subscribes if you watch this. I love the views. Thank you. I need the views. Thank you. Have a good day. I might have something else going on today. If I can get live for my dogs to work for the other page on Burblife. So, or you can just jump in here and watch the video this morning. Have a good day. Thank you. Yes. What do you eat there? No. You're being recorded now, though. This is the Burblife, and she doesn't want me to record her. Go ahead, sis. Yeah.
peanut butter crackers that you grab for yourself to eat, and you gave the whole pack for the dogs, pretty much. Wow, does this camera suck? You can't even zoom in with it. That'd be why I got dog hair on the floor. Good dogs that do that. That's the Burblife. Came home sick. Don't record me, she says. Oh. I'm glad this live thing is working though. Now to make it so I get viewers. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this frozen pizza. And yeah, frozen pizza. Might be easier for me to just hold it. Trying to find out if this works. Down where the other one went. Look, down where it went. Yeah, it's kind of burnt. Try conventional oven. Cheaper to use that instead of stove. You know. Only put it in there for 18 minutes and it's still burnt the same thing. Tortilla shell with pizza, made out of pizza. Where's it? My bear ski. Didn't that is? Like a little architecture type of supposed to be. Yeah, sweet jack. I like right there. The specialty ones that like are hard to find. Like good hamburger. What else?
definitely lifted it. My little trick I did. So modifying the leaves is my technique, I guess. I'm just too good at it, I guess. So, probably can move my zero right back. That's just some of my stuff that nobody watches.